Guys, we're gonna tie some knots. This is gonna be crazy. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna take these two knots. Forgive me, I'm a little insane. Here we go. So we take two things that are close together. We're gonna take the right one, we're gonna put it over the top, like that, keeping it flat. We're gonna take that same one underneath and back over the top. So you've just made a perfect circle. Make sure that you keep it as flat as possible. Beautiful. You're going to take that behind and put it through the hole. Like that. Pull it all the way through. You should have one big long string coming out of a triangle kind of shape like this. You're going to take that string and you're going to put it through this little gap. You kind of have to widen it a little bit to make sure that you can get it all the way through. I just have really fat fingers. Wider. Now, before you tighten it, again, make sure that it's flat, and then you pull on the strings until you get a beautiful flat knot like that. Now, I'm going to do a bunch more, and then I'm going to check in with you guys again when I get to the second round, okay? Cool. All right, guys, we're back. So, I ended up doing the entire top row. I'm doing it on this green thing so you can see it. It might be helpful if you guys get a little confused. So, I've done the right over the top on each of these all the way across. Now, second layer. We're going to do 3 layers, but on the second layer, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same knot, but we're going to do it backwards. We're going to do left over right instead of right over left. So the first time we took the knot that was on the right, and put it over the top like this. This time, we're doing left over right. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because this knot makes sure that one of the strings gets a little bit longer. So, when we are done, we don't want, if we do them all the same size, they'll end up like this, and we're trying to get them as equal as we can. So, on the second round of the 3, you're always going to take the longer string, and you're going to put that one over the top of that. Now we tie the same knot. So we're taking the left, and we're going to put it over the top, around back, and back around the front. Like that. So you get kind of you go over the top and around. Now, the next step, just like before, we're going to go up through this hole. Luckily, this hole is a lot bigger this time. And then we're going to go back down through this gap here. Don't worry if it's not perfect when you tie it. You always have time to make sure that it gets straightened out. Now, I think this time I think I tied it a little bit too low, like this. We're aiming for something a little bit more high up like this. So it would be, I don't know, a couple knuckles. Well, I got big fat fingers. This is my whole finger, so that would be too long. I'm going to untie that one, but not for you guys, not on this video. I'm going to do one more for you guys, just so you guys get the knot properly. We're going for the longer string. We're going to go over the top. We're going to tie this one a little bit higher up. Left over the top, around the back and over the top, through the hole. We have our string, and then through this gap. Now to tighten it and to make sure that they're even, it helps to hold both of the top strings together and then pull on the bottom strings at the same time. So that's what we're going for. I'm going to do this whole second layer, and then I'm going to check back in with you on the third one. Here we go. Okie dokie. So, I have done a whole second layer, and here is how that looks. Now, you're going to do one more layer. Right now, all of the bottoms of the strings are almost even. So, except for one, because I cut it a little weird, but that was my fault. No stress. You just keep on going, do your best. Now, for this last one, we're going to go back to what we did the first time. We're going to do right over left. So you can pick either string, shouldn't matter, and you take two of them from opposite ones, just like this, and you're going to tie it one more time. By the time you get down here, things are starting to get a little bit more curled up, so you're going to really take your time to make sure that they get flattened out a bit. By here, you're going to be very good at tying these knots, so I'm just going to do it real fast for you guys. Ta-da! Make sure that you can get it through this hole. That wasn't a good one. That's okay. Always time to fix it. Always time to fix it. And so this is what we're going for. We're going for this little shape where we have these sets of holes. Now, by the end, we're going to have da 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 da, and you'll have 2 rows of these holes, and then you're done. That's the end of your homework. Hallelujah! I'm so excited. I'm going to do one more layer, and I'm going to show you what the final product looks like, and then we're all going to celebrate. Woohoo! Okie dokie. So, I have now done a 3rd layer. Cheated a little bit and just tucked these ones in. That's fine. Now, you can see that they're like mostly good. It's a little funky, like this one particularly is a little funky. Now the beauty of these knots are that always one side is adjustable, and I'm hoping it's this side. Yes, it is. So you can start to like pull on them and make sure that they kind of go where you want them so they look all symmetrical and nice. And voila! So, here you go. 3 layers of knots, all with the right knot, all with a left knot, all with a right knot. And you're done. Congratulations!